between great friends LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. The game came down to the wire with LeBron giving the Lakers a lead with a three-pointer late in the fourth quarter. And the game ended like it should with LeBron defending Wade, who missed the game-tying three, and the Lakers got the W. Take a listen to the former teammates after the game.
It's bittersweet, man. Every possession, you was just like the next one is getting closer and closer to the last one. So a lot of emotions going on right now for me, just knowing I'm losing a brother in this game that I've had so many wars with.
You know, whether we was teammates or whether we was opponents, we brought the best out of each other. And I'm just thankful that I had the opportunity to be able to be drafted at the same time as this guy. And the friendship that we have, you guys know that's beyond basketball. But I'm going to miss this, you know? Like, I'm going to miss out of this, man.
And for more, we're now joined by FS1 NBA analyst Chris Broussard. Chris, how are you?
I'm great.
That's how I feel when I go on vacation, Skip.
Yeah.
I missed the out of Skip.
Just a bleep out of it?
What word are you going to put in there?
Chris, what was your takeaway from last night's game?
Well, remember last week I was on here, and I said when LeBron plays against a friend.
I thought of you last night about that. It was the perfect scenario.
Right, wasn't it? Wade has one of his better games, 15 points all in the second half, 10 assists. LeBron has 28, almost a triple-double. And the Lakers win. They guard each other at the end of the game. So both guys, you know, could go away feeling good. So I think for LeBron, it was perfect. He was huge down the stretch. It reminded me kind of San Antonio. Remember earlier in the year, whether he was purposely backing off and trying to see what his teammates could do, or he just failed to close, whatever the case, the last two wins, San Antonio and this one, he is closed. He accounted for he scored 11 points in the last 6 minutes. So 11 of their last 18 he scored, and then he assisted on 2 more. So he accounted for 16 of their 18 points down the stretch to take over that game. I think maybe the biggest thing for him, the threes, you know, we know he gets streaky and he can hit them from half court, basically. But the free throws, making the last 2 free throws with 22 seconds left, 3 of his last 4. I'm not saying this is going to cure what ails him at the free throw line, but I think it's a matter of confidence, and I think it's a matter of him going up there and not thinking and just going up there and shooting. Like, I really think that's why he does that rock. I was wondering, like, we know he switches his form, but that little rock, and then I don't get that, but I think it's so you feel like you're in rhythm, like you're getting a jumper almost, and you're not thinking. So I think hitting those.
May I point out, he was 4 of 8 last night.
No, I know, and he missed the 2, right. He missed the 2 early in the fourth.
And he has now plummeted to 69.9% for the year.
It's bad.
Is bad
no, it's I want that action. I
know.
Well, I put a six-pack up, and Skip's going to let me buy it for a six-pack today.
But, I mean, looking at it optimistically, maybe those 2 late free throws will help him. Here's one thing I definitely want to point out about the Lakers. And let me say this first. He's not going to be as good as Scottie Pippen, okay? Kyle Kuzma. They're totally different types. Kuzma's more of a scorer. He's not the playmaker or the defender that Pippen was. But watching him, his last 10 games, he's averaged 20 points a game. His last 5 games, he's averaged 25. And when I watch him, I feel like I remember watching Pippen coming up in the years under Jordan. Like, you know, Pippen he wasn't a great player right away. Every year you saw development, you saw growth. And I remember watching him feeling like I can see how he's learning from Michael. Like, just being around Michael, I don't know if Michael took him by the hand and talked to him a lot, but I think he learned from Michael's work ethic. And just being around him, he picked things up. That's kind of what I see with Kuzma. I really see him improving, and I think LeBron's presence and learning from LeBron, seeing how hard he works and this and that, I think this kid is really coming into his own. I don't know if he'll, maybe they'll get an Anthony Davis or something, and Kuz won't be the second guy, but
I think he's a better sidekick than B.I.
I agree. And whether he's a better player or not, he's a better fit with LeBron.
Yeah, because he can play out the ball better and he can spot up and shoot the 3 better than Ingram can. This game, it played out like I thought it should have. I think the last 2 possessions, that the possession that Miami had, the possession that the Lakers had, D Wade and LeBron should have guarded each other. And it should have come down to them make or miss. And the other fourth, and LeBron got an opportunity to hit 2 free throws to put them up 3. But I thought they guarded each other, and I thought Bron set the friendship. I thought D Wade set the friendship aside for this game, knowing it was going to be their last matchup. And I thought they played well. LeBron 11 points in the fourth quarter. D Wade 7 points in the fourth quarter. And LeBron is LeBron. And like you said, I think, you know, we don't want LeBron to have this heavy workload. We don't want to turn into Cleveland. Well, that's what you turn it into. Because down the stretch, he's going to have the ball in his hands, and he's either going to look to score the basketball or he's going to drive and kick. That's what you get. That's what you got. And when you get him, you need to understand what you're getting. Don't try to make him something else. This is LeBron. He has a very, very high IQ. He can score the basketball. So you must pay attention to him. But he's going to look to get to the rim, and when you try and stop him with 2 guys, he's going to kick. Now, whether or not they make it, because we saw in San Antonio, he was scoring, he was driving, kicking, they made the shots. That's the only difference. So I don't want to hear you say,
have I spoken?
No, you haven't, but I know you. I don't
said a word.
I don't want to hear you say, well, LeBron, you had it going. Why would you drive and kick? Just take it to the rim. Because
my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
So I thought LeBron James was really good down the stretch last night for all the reasons both of you just pointed out. I was a little deflated because Dwayne, in the end, looked like he was nearing the end. He looked like he was on his last legs, and he was trying to just reach down and pull out one last hurrah, because that was the kind of game that he used to just be so all-time great at, where it's just, you know, I'll one-up you, you do that one, I'll do you one better down here. And he couldn't, down the stretch, match LeBron. And he wound up shooting 6 for 19 last night and 0 for 7 from 3. And you made the point earlier in the show, he couldn't hold up his end of the bargain last night. He did have a remarkable 10 assists. That's just because he can really play basketball, man. Whatever he chooses, whatever facet he chooses to do, whether it's rebound, he's only like 6'4". You know, he can rebound it. If that. I don't even know if he's 6'4" or not, because when LeBron was on him in the end, I was kidding you early in the show, it looked like 6'9" versus 6'4", but it was almost like 6'3.5", and where he just couldn't get the shot off because LeBron is not going to go for this. You know, he's just not. You know, because Dwayne's classic at getting that.
Watch the pump.
Watch the pump. He's the classic, maybe even more than James Harden. He sort of invented the pump fake, right? So, again, but LeBron was really good, and he did step up and make those 2 free throws. And I said earlier, again, he didn't just make those free throws. He ripped both of them as clean as you can rip them. I do think it puts him in a comfort zone because Dwayne is not only his quote-unquote best friend, but he's his big brother. He taught him how to win. He taught him how to do this, how to play professional basketball at the highest level, how to handle himself on and off the floor. And so Dwayne was trash talking him, but it's theatrical trash talk. It's for the cameras. It's not for real. You know, it's not go for the throat trash. It's not you're a choker trash talk. It's not like that. It's just it's good-natured to it. You know,
friends never get personal in trash talk.
Not like that.
Yeah, I mean, if it's somebody you don't know, I'm getting personal. I'm going deep.
I don't think LeBron was distracted.
No, right. It might have even made him feel, like you said, relaxed.
It relaxed him. He was having fun with it because it was a fairy tale ending to it, except Dwayne couldn't hold up his end of the fairy tale. So I want to reiterate Chris's point because I wrote it down and I was going to save it for this segment. Kyle Kuzma is becoming LeBron's second star. And I don't think that's too strong to say, but I kept thinking, is it going to be Kawhi? Is it going to be Paul George? Who's going to come? Jimmy Butler? You know, we go back and forth about all these different players. I don't know. Right under your nose here, this kid looks like he's got star quality.
Yeah.
And he loves LeBron to the point that when LeBron does dish it out to him, it empowers him like, LeBron James just passed me the basketball. And that means I got to make this. Because the greatest player in his view ever, I'm sure he thinks he's better than Jordan because he probably never saw Jordan play. I don't know. But when LeBron kicks it to him, he just goes up in rhythm with conviction. But, you know, in his head, he's got the greenest light there ever was because he's just going to shoot it. But Luke was interesting after the game saying he's finally learning to slow down a little bit and do it a little more, take it as it comes.
Right.
Don't force it. But when you got it, just shoot it like you mean it.
When was the last time, Skip, you saw a guy, not a Kyrie, not a D. Wade, have more shot attempts than LeBron?
Well,
because that's what Kuzma had last night.
And you know what? I don't think LeBron, but very quietly, as the two more aging stars battled it out down the stretch, the kid in his second year had 33, and it looked big time to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Scottie Pippen-esque. I don't know.
They're different players.
They're different.
But I'm just talking about kind of the mentor-mentee relationship.
You know what? I said earlier on the show, maybe 2 weeks ago, this kid could become the closer. LeBron's a facilitator and he can close occasionally, but this is the guy you can go to and trust down the stretch to make big shots.
Well, here's the $1 million question then.
What happens when...
Right. Are you still, in your eye, do you still go, well, not BI, but do you even still go out and get that second super?
Oh, but yeah, absolutely.
I mean, do you, because Kuzma's going to, I would do it, but Kuzma's going to step back. If they go get Anthony Davis...
He's way back. He's stepping way back.
Star.
You know, probably, but listen.
Now, he can still catch and shoot, so he'll do that. But
I think he's going to be really good, and he'll get nothing but better the rest of the year.
I believe he's going to be really, really good, too. But he ain't going to be 6'11". No. He ain't going to average.
That's a whole different position and thing.
Anthony Davis, Skip, Anthony Davis is a monster.
It's a whole nother
discussion. You see him
discussion.
have 41 last night.
Chris, do you have more time? Will you stick around, come back later?
I will.
All right. Chris is going to take a quick break. Greg Jennings is actually going to take his chair, and we'll discuss should the Cowboys actually be thinking Super Bowl. Skip, don't say anything yet. We'll discuss that coming up next.